Welcome to the Empower Hour, guys. I'm your host, Maile Scarpino, and I'm here with a special guest today. I'm here with Chele Takara, or Shell, or Ray. She has a variety of different names, and sometimes you'll ask her what her name is, and she'll stutter because she doesn't know what to call herself. Ta-da!
Identity issues.
Rochelle and I went to high school together. We went to Iolani, and we were never really good friends, never really talked. She was a grade above me, and then she ended up working at Lululemon, and she manages all of our inventory and box shifts and does everything in the back room, putting it away and figuring out. We have a lot of stuff, and you wouldn't know that coming into the store, and we have to find places to put it in the back tiny room that we have, and she does a great job of organizing that and putting everything away, and not getting frustrated while doing it, because there are times where I get very frustrated, and she helps calm me down because I can't fit things in certain spots. Anyways, so we became friends through that. We actually became really, really good friends, and we're opposites. I'm very outgoing and loud, and Rochelle's a little bit more introverted, but we're both very bubbly. And we get along really well because we both like to work out. So that was something that we wanted to concentrate on today, and we thought we would do it in a fun way. We have some goodies here you guys will see in a second. We're going to do a what's in my bag, in my gym bag. Rochelle's more like yoga oriented kind of, but I don't know what's in your bag, and you don't really know what's in mine, so it'll be exciting. And then after that, we were both athletes in high school at Iolani, and we thought we would just talk about that afterwards if there's time, because being a high school athlete is really complicated and difficult, and I don't think a lot of parents know that. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So we decided while we were running over here, I would go first, right? About what's in my bag. Okay. So I have my bag over here. You're not really going to be able to see the bag, but that doesn't matter. So okay. Right here. Trying to get a good, there we go. Okay. So the first thing you see are my shoes. I love Nike shoes, and I love Mizuno's for running. These are great for weight training. They're lightweight. I feel like I can feel the ground while I'm squatting, so they don't have me at weird angles or make my knees do weird things. I feel like Asics really make my knees like invert and do weird things. I don't enjoy wearing those. And I was sponsored, or our volleyball team for Asics Rainbow, we were sponsored by Asics, and I would always do whatever I could to not wear Asics. But anyways, and then the other thing I'll pull out, I'm going to start like from beginning to end. You need your gear to go work out in. So I like working out in a loose tank, something that's not tight. You'll probably see on the show a lot too. I wear loose things just because I feel like my shoulders keep growing, and I don't like wearing things that are tight. And a sports bra. Any sports bra will do. And then I like working out in pants or crops. These smell good.
Clean, I hope.
I love working out in pants because I feel like it gives my knees a little bit of warmth and stability. Especially because now that I'm squatting heavier, my knees have been starting to hurt. And because of that, this is perfect. Because my knees have been starting to hurt, I've been using, oh gosh, great, now I'm not going to be able to find it. This is why you should have a clean bag. Okay, well, we'll get back to that. Anyways, having a towel is also nice too. I sweat a lot. You've seen me sweat. It's ridiculous. I sweat so much, and leaving machines dirty is not a great thing to do. It really ticks people off. So I've learned to bring a towel, wipe everything up. I also like deodorant. I use Men's Old Spice. This scent is amazing. It's Hawkridge. My boyfriend uses this, and I had to buy it. I was like, this smells amazing. No, I use it because it smells really good. Not because my boyfriend uses it, but I use it because it's something about it.
Oh yeah, it's neutral, like gender neutral.
But it smells like sandalwood, or I don't know. It's not like intense and like ugh. It smells really good. And actually, one of my coworkers bought it after I bought it. Samantha bought it. I was like, huh. Samantha was on the show too, so that's a good one right there. And it stays on really nice, and it doesn't leave like film or anything on your clothing. No white, so I never have to worry about that.
Like those little rice balls that.
I hate that. That's the worst.
Bring it down. It's like, oh.
And you're in the mirror and you're like, oh my gosh, I hope nobody
just like run things.
I hope nobody saw that. It's so embarrassing. The next thing I have is my squat belt. This is my saving grace. I have spondylolisthesis, so my back is fractured in my L5 and my L4. And so having a squat belt really helps stabilize my back and my core. It's not a great, if you don't have to use a squat belt, you don't need one. I like it. It makes me feel more secure and more safe when I'm doing exercises. And today I used it a lot. We did single leg Bulgarians. We did actually heavy sets of lunges, and it just really helped me stabilize. And I think it's peace of mind too. You see me, I'm like always like over there.
It's like a safety net.
It's a ritual too, tightening it. And so with a belt, it's pretty simple. You just open it, and this is a small, and this is a chic belt. I don't know if I said that right, but these are like the traditional belts you usually see people wear. And then it just goes inside like that, and then you close it. A really great way, and I learned this from one of my friends, to tighten it easier is you wear it like this off a little bit, and so then what happens when you pull is, what is this called? I can't even think of the name.
I don't know, you tighten it?
No, this.
Velcro?
Yes, Velcro. Oh my gosh, I'm very smart, guys, I really am. Thank you. This is why we're best friends. She helps me remember things I can't remember. The Velcro replaces, and it allows it to like tighten and conform better to your stomach area. And you want to wear it like up higher. I tend to wear mine lower because of my back, but you do want to wear it like over your stomach. And some people tell you to like push out because it gives you a little bit more stability, but I don't really do that. Anyways.
It's funny how rituals though, you know how you said you like to tighten it? It's that much more comforting. I feel like athletes know, like you have to do the same thing in the same way in order to feel like, okay, I'm going to do this right.
Did you have a ritual?
It's like,
because
I
played basketball.
Yeah, and I think a lot of athletes know that when you get up to like the free throw line or something, it's so much pressure, so many things going that you kind of have to go into your own zone and do your routine. Like there's a certain routine. I would like bounce the ball 3 times and do this little rock, breathe, twirl the ball in my hand, and then it's like, it's that comfort.
So neat.
It's like, yeah, it's a comforting thing that you know, okay, I know this familiarity, like I can do this, you know?
Because it's feel.
Yeah.
Mine was, let's see, when I would get ready to pass, because passing was my worst thing with serve receive. I hated with serve receive. It was, oh, you're waiting for this horrible ball to come to you and you're trying to pass it. Mine was a wipe left foot, wipe right foot, and then set up, and then wipe my hands again, and then set up again. But that goes with like Hull's theory of like arousal. I think that's why we do that, is because you do better in competition, like, or competitive situations, or situations that cause a lot of stress when you have a reset button and you can come back down. Because if you're all the way up here every single time, you're likely to mess up. Whereas if you can reset and bring yourself back down and calm yourself, you're going to do a lot better. And you're in a situation where you know you can do the things you need to do and perform.
You're at such a high level, something familiar, something you know your body knows. It's easier to bring it back down.
So that's why they tell you to make a reset cue. My coach would tell us to do some weird things, like brush your hair. We'd be sitting there like, really, what? No, we'll come up with something different.
We got this.
He was
do our
an
own
interesting
thing.
one. Anyways, next thing, I always bring extra socks because I tend to forget mine a lot, so it's nice just to have some extras. I also, face wash, I've been having really bad acne lately, and so I went to the dermatologist, and this is prescribed, but this has helped my skin so much. I have been a little bit dry lately, but it's really, really helped me. So maybe see your dermatologist if you need a new face wash. That's going to help you better. Moving on to the good stuff. This is something I should have brought out earlier. I love Super HD. This is by Cellucor. This is a great product for pre-workout. It says weight loss. Really, to be honest, nothing's going to give you a weight loss benefit. Some of the new girls I've been doing bikini with, because Chris Raines is training me now, one of the girls goes, Maile, I need a fat burner. What's a good fat burner? And I'm like, there is no really good fat burner. Like, there are things that are going to increase your metabolism, and with that you're going to burn more calories, but there's not something you can take and it's just going to go whoop, all my fat's gone. Hello.
Some magic pill.
Yeah, and it's hilarious how that happens. And yeah. My new coach is kind of like, when she brought her fat burner in, he was like, come on, guys. But she's awesome regardless, and she's just trying to come in best for her competition. So I'm proud of both of them right now. But anyways, this is great just for pre-workout. I like it. I don't get jitters. It tastes good. It gets rid of my hunger. Sometimes I'm really hungry before I lift, and if I eat too much, then I have horrible lifts because I can't digest. All your energy is going to your stomach. So I really like this. and I get a thermogenic effect. So that means that my body gets like hot and I get ready to go. And I sweat more, but I'm like...
I can't even imagine you sweating more. You do already naturally.
I know. I sweat way too much. The next thing I have is BCAAs. I've talked about these before. I love BCAAs before, during, after workout, especially when I'm fasting. If I'm going to go run, I'll take BCAAs before because they'll help preserve my muscles so they don't get eaten away, I guess you could say, or they don't deteriorate, because muscle's really hard to gain. It's really easy to lose. So BCAAs, these are awesome. Moderns, I don't know if I said that. This is green apple flavor. Love these. Can't say enough good things about these.
It's aminos, right?
Yeah, amino acids. Do you take an amino acid?
I do actually take that too, but I like the fruit punch one.
Oh.
Green apple, really?
Green apple's really good.
I don't know.
The next thing I have is glutamine. And glutamine is another amino acid. It's mainly found in muscle, and it makes up 61% of our skeletal muscle. So it's really important in the body. And what happens is when you're training, your glutamine levels will go down. That's if you're training really hard. And when they go down, it will affect like your endurance, your power, and your recovery. So it's nice to supplement with glutamine afterwards, again, if you're training really, really hard, because then you're not going to have it's not going to take you forever to recover. It takes about 6 days for glutamine levels to reboost back up in your body after you deplete them. So this is very helpful. And it's great. It helps you recover better. There you go. Simple. The next thing I have is my Beats headphones. These are awesome. These are my saving grace. I have them in hot pink. They kind of smell a little bit too. That's a problem. But these are great for when I'm on the Stairmaster or even when I'm squatting and I just need to kind of get in the zone. They really cancel out all the sound. I don't find a problem with them sweating, and they really stay put even when I'm doing abs and everything like that. And I love the color. I feel like nobody's going to miss me. I'm kind of a short person. I'm not a small person, but I'm a short person, and nobody's going to drop anything on my head when I'm wearing these, so that's great. You can see me.
Okay, so why do you prefer, I never understood it, because I'm almost one of those earbuds person where I can hide it, and, it's in my ear, and then...
I don't like how earbuds... I don't like this factor when it comes down like this and it connects, and then I feel like I get stuck in it or I whack it. I mean, there's still a cord, but it's a single cord. And it's kind of a bodybuilding thing. It's just kind of, I mean, this sounds lame. It's not like it's kind of cool, but
no, it's a cultural thing.
It is.
Yeah.
It's definitely like runners, no.
Yeah.
And I'll run in these sometimes and I feel like a complete ding dong. I just don't feel very... I'm just kind of like, Maile, really, because they're not something to be running in, because I used to be I used to be into the running culture, and you definitely don't wear big things like that because it's extra weight to be carrying around. Anyways, and then my final thing I think it's my final thing. Yeah, the final thing that I have are more supplements. So I have CLA, I have, and CLA, it's a fat. I'll take it out so you can see it. I take this every day. Oh, thanks. I know you're going to try to help me. And it's normally found in dairy foods and meat. And studies have shown that it decreases fat and the ability for the body to absorb fat and maintain fat. And those studies have been mainly seen in rats. And then if you look deeper into studies, some people, it's very controversial. Some people say that, yeah, it does help in lowering fat levels in the body, and then other people say there is no real research on it. I take it. I feel like it works for me. I like it. I don't have a problem. So, and then I have a Super Booster Life Extensions. These are actually my dad's. He got me hooked on them because he's a life extension lover, and so I started using them. So this is a multi-nutrient booster. And then I also have a Mega GLA. So this is for joints and skin. I feel like my joints have really been not doing too well since I've been lifting more. I can really feel it in my knees. And so I've been taking that. And I had Bengay in here, but I can't locate it. But anyways, Bengay is awesome for heating up. I'm trying to find it, but it doesn't want to be found. So anyways, yeah, we're going to go to commercial. I kind of just jumped into that, huh? Anyways, I'm so excited about what's in my bag and showing everybody. But we're going to take a commercial, and we'll be back very shortly. Okay, thanks.
Aloha, my name is Paul Jackson, better known as PJ, and my local interest is in sports. I have my own sports radio show at KWAI AM 1080 that you can stream live. I also have my own website, pjsportsradio.com. We have live guests in studio, and we talk about discussions and topics that everyone wants to know locally here on the islands. We cover everything from surfing to basketball to whatever's going on locally, sports-wise. We try to do our best and cover the topics in depth as much as we can. Once again, thank you for joining PJ here on Hawaii Sports Update. Mahalo.
Hi, aloha. My name is Chris Leatham, and I host a show called The Economy and You. The show plays every Wednesday at noon, and on my show, I bring on guests who are interested or working in the technology space. And so I'd like you to come and watch the show and learn with me about all the sort of exciting things that we're doing in Hawaii to build and grow our economy ecosystem. So I'd like to say aloha, and I look forward to seeing you on the show. Thank you.
Welcome back, guys. I'm your host, Maile Scarpino. This is the Empower Hour. We are doing What's in My Bag. I'm here with Chele Takara, Ray, Shell Bell, whatever she wants to be called. I forgot a couple things. First of all, I found my well, this is actually Tiger Balm, not Bengay, but I really like this. The smell is kind of intense, but it really warms up my knees before I'm going to lift and makes my joints feel better. And it kind of makes them so warm that I can't really feel it. I don't know, it's probably not a good thing, but I do it anyways, and makes me get through my lifts better. It really is great for muscle soreness and tightness. That's what it's made for. And then I have my gigantic water bottle.
Of course.
I love this. It's easy to fit ice cubes in there, and I just feel really cool drinking out of it.
It's a mini water jug. How could you not?
I know, I drink more of
ridiculous.
it because, yeah, and I can fit a lot of water in there, which is nice. I don't have to keep refilling it. So that is what is in my bag. How exciting. Now we're going to go to Rochelle's and see all her wonderful things.
Well, clearly I'm not a bodybuilder like Miley. My bag is definitely not going to be the same. It is definitely going to reflect more of the regular ladies that go to the gym, I feel.
That's why you're a good person to do what's in my bag
Right,
with me.
we have two complete opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yes.
Funny story though, we were kind of late for today and running over here, and my bag actually broke. I don't know if we can see this. Yeah, so I was that girl running around just holding my sack next to me. But okay. But really what my bag is just a whole bunch of little bags. And the first thing I have is my clutch that I hold like all my wallets and keys, and just like it's my purse really in my gym bag.
Look at my face. I'm like, what do you need that for? I'm thinking like, what?
I mean, you know, for us that are just going to get a quick workout in or just going to work on, not like, this is our life. This is our lifestyle.
This is what you use and you put.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like if even after or before the gym and I just have all my quick essentials that I pop in and out, that I don't have to lug around all my other things.
Okay.
It's a quick and easy way to do it. Next, of course, my water bottle, not nearly as big as Miley's.
Oh, a shaker.
But a shaker.
I love shakers.
And I normally do have a container of either protein or aminos in here with me. Didn't bring it today. I also carry a towel. I'm not that person that just leaves the machine, but I carry a towel, but I don't have that. But other things I have are more like just essentials that, with me, anything that can go wrong will go wrong and has gone wrong, especially with me.
Time out. Can we talk about the shaker
Yeah.
really quickly? Blender bottles are great. We just call them shakers, but there's a little ball on the bottom. So when you add protein or you add any type of powder, it makes it really easy to shake up.
Yeah.
Just do that.
It doesn't just sit at the top and clump up.
Right, and there's tons of different shakers out there. They can get really complex. I prefer these. They're easy, they're simple, it's easy to clean. You just stick them in the dishwasher. Yep, bam. Okay.
Try not to get such a serious one because I'm not a serious lifter, so I don't want to walk in and be like a super high tech shaker.
there's some crazy
There are, and I'm
shakers.
just like, oh, and I'm lifting this little 5-pound thing. Like, what are you doing with that shaker? No, it's okay. I guess I'm more of a cardio, like quick. Stuff. So my earphones are like earbuds. They're gold and flashy. Not my choice.
I like those. Those are cool.
That's that. And then I carry around, let's see. So I carry around many pouches. I'll bring them up.
You got a lot of pouches.
I do, but it keeps everything organized. Look. It's like a bag of bags.
This is a little ridiculous.
It's a little ridiculous.
I'm sorry. This is
But,
a bag of bags.
It is. Okay, so
Okay.
this one has all my like eye contact solution, extra contacts, contact carrier. Like so many times have I gone and lost the contact and I'm blind. Like I can't see.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can't
to
see.
save my
Rochelle's
life.
almost legally blind.
Like I really am. So this is pretty key for me,
So you
especially
need
like
that.
yeah. And it's just something I carry on in every bag. So that's that one. Oh, this one. This is my coin bag and extra change.
And you bring that to the gym. Why?
well, vending machines, parking spots.
Okay.
When you want a protein thing or whatever, or water, and you don't have coins in your bag, don't come crawling to me.
I guess that's me.
But I am always set. So there's that. This one is feminine products.
Okay.
So I think we all carry that. I don't know about you, but I carry that. And then this one is my lifesaver. So this is something I carry on in almost all my bags, or like I transfer from bag to bag, which is why keeping little pouches is so nice. I can just, yeah.
I guess so.
I have deodorant,
My
bobby
deodorant's
pins.
way better than that.
Okay, yeah, yours is like for.
Mine is high tech. No,
Yeah,
it's not.
but I definitely don't sweat as much as you, so
This
I feel
is
like.
true. What else do you have in there?
Let's see. I have body spray. I have an extra rubber band or hair band, more contacts because you don't understand how blind I am, I guess. Extra mirror, toothbrush, toothpaste, Q-tips. Oh, and this is the coolest thing. This is super girly.
This is a mirror right here.
That's a mirror.
I feel like we're going camping, Rochelle, not to the gym.
When
What is this?
when something happens and you need a mirror, Miley, you'll know
But
exactly.
nobody cares. Nobody cares what they look like when they're going to the
You
gym.
don't have contacts, do you?
We're not yelling.
Sorry.
It's not a yelling contest.
Okay, but look, this is the cutest thing ever. It's a little travel tweezer. I don't know. You never know.
Rochelle goes to
It's
the gym
so-
obviously to look cute. I go to train and build muscle and make
Look at me, look at me.
gains.
Does it really look like I try hard? It's really cute. Like, I'm just saying, I'm the worst. And if anything happens, at least I'm prepared. It's like, you always want that friend that's gonna be there and have everything.
Yep, that's why I found you.
Speaking of, I always throw in like little either granola bars or little packets.
Oh yeah, let's
of
see
nuts.
what you got.
These are from Trader Joe's. It's like little breakfast combinations.
Why do you like those?
I like it because it normally has a lot of almonds, cranberries, and it has pieces of granola, so it kind of feels.
So you got a little bit of carbs, a little bit of fat to hold you over, and some sugars to get you going.
Exactly. So it's kind of like you know how it is. We're always busy. Like I know you have a very specific meal plan, but me, I'm just la-di-da all day. Sometimes I forget to eat, and that's the worst thing when you show up at the gym, right? You can't get your full, whatever you intentionally go for, you can't get the full effect of it unless you are
Unless your
replenished
body's
enough.
ready to
Exactly.
go. And the best time to like eat stuff like this is before you work out. It's best to have your heavy carbs, and I know this and I don't do it, it's really bad, you need to start getting back on track, but it's best to have like your heavy carbs early in the morning when you wake up, because you're going to use them throughout the day, before you lift to fuel your lift. And that's controversial, some people don't agree with that, I agree with that. And then after, especially after, to fill your glycogen stores and get your body back on track. So I like that. I usually have a Quest bar. I ate my Quest bar before I came, so couldn't show you guys that, but
You would
What
need
else?
that much more.
what else do you have in there?
Let's see, what else?
Or is that the end?
Oh, haha, there's some Vaseline in here. I don't know about you, but I normally have lotion. I don't know why that's in there, but I guess I ran out of my lotion. But you ever go to the gym and crops or shorts and just have like ashy knees or legs?
No, because I always wear pants, so I don't have that problem. And so
Okay,
I
for
don't
those of you who do, you know what
and so
I'm talking
I don't
about.
have to shave my legs.
We don't want to do the whole let's wet our hands and then rub it on our legs so it doesn't look as dry thing. And then another thing that I always seem to be carrying around in my bag or gym bag is a bathing suit. It's just
For when you're showering.
yeah,
and stuff.
or even if you want that extra cardio to go jump in the pool or the beach, like it's just nice to always have. I feel like it's a good thing, regardless, or even if you forget your underwear or bra and you're like heading somewhere, it's just something
That's actually
essential.
a really good idea.
Yeah,
I like that
to
for when
have.
you're gonna shower too, because I
Yeah.
know some gyms there's that weird.
Yeah,
Some people are very
definitely.
weird about showering, and yeah, so
Or
it's
even
nice.
if you just feel like, you know, and then you always have that excuse when you go out and you're wearing a bathing suit, well, like, hey, I came from the beach. We live in Hawaii.
Yeah.
You have that. Other than that, yeah.
That's the
That's
end.
about. I don't nearly carry as much as you.
I feel like I wasn't even that high tech. Like some people like gloves. Some women lift with gloves. Some of the girls that I lift with right now. I don't like gloves. I don't know. I can just use chalk and get a good grip on whatever I'm using. Some people use straps around their wrists, and I will use those occasionally. I need to go buy a new pair. And then some people also use knee wraps or knee sleeves. The difference is a knee wrap is it's really long. It's like a long piece of cloth, and then you wrap it around your knees to the tightness that you want. Whereas a knee sleeve, it's just like a regular. If you've ever played a sport with pads, knee pads, it's kind of the same idea, but it's almost like wetsuit material, and you just pull it on your legs, and it's really tight, and helps preserve your joints and kind of gets you out of those sticky situations when you're squatting where you kind of lag a little bit. It helps push you up a little bit. So those are things that I don't have, but things that I'm looking to invest in the future. Yeah. So with that, I'm going to say my bag was definitely better.
I think mine is more realistic. I think a
No.
lot more people can relate to mine.
Michelle's bag is very boring and not technical at all. But anyways,
Girly. It's a little bit girly.
so tell us about your high school career in basketball and what that was like for you.
Basketball. So my dad was actually our varsity basketball coach, which means
I didn't know that.
the load of pressure from him because he doesn't want to feel that he's favoring me, pressure from other families that have like children in the department or that are in girls basketball. Like, is she only getting this because
She's the daughter.
Exactly. And then so it's pressure from them to be even better. And the thing is, like, I wouldn't say I was a great basketball player. I was exceptional. Like, I had all the fundamentals and everything. But it was that extra that it was so much more stress. It was a head case. It was basically going on the court to play to not make mistakes. And any athlete knows that you can't do that. You can't play for other people. You can't play just to be cautious. You
You have to play
be
with
complete-
reckless
yeah.
abandonment.
and going for the gold and having that just drive to do whatever it takes.
And I don't care who you are or what you think about yourself. Like, go out. If you're playing a sport, it doesn't matter how old you are or what you're doing. Go out there and fake it till you make it and pretend you're like an amazing person. I used to pretend I was Carrie Walsh when I would play. I'm like, I'm Carrie Walsh. I'm gonna serve this ball. I mean, and it just helped me get in that mindset of like, yeah, I'm amazing. I'm great. And when you have more confidence, you're gonna play better.
Oh yeah, definitely. I live by that motto. That's
'Cause
fake it till you make it. It's
For a while, I was like that too. I would play not to make mistakes because you don't want to get yelled at. You don't want to, and I wish I would really enjoy seeing more coaches come from a place of understanding and realizing that children are involved in sports to grow psychologically and physically and not to bring home a trophy and, you know, not to just win. That doesn't matter. That's not the point of it. It's fun. It's supposed to be fun. And when you have that in mind, I just feel like you're
just in a better mindset overall to be able to perform as well as you possibly can.
and you're thinking about the athlete rather than having it be about the system and winning. I feel like when I played in college, it was about the system, and I went to 2 different schools, and you saw a lot. It was about the system and making the system look good, or you know, making the coaches look good. And at the end of the day, you're there working your okole off, you know, day in and day out, and you need a little bit back, and you need to feel appreciated, and you get to that point where you don't want to make mistakes because you don't want to get yelled at, because that's the mentality it is. You make a mistake, you're not doing everything you can, you know, you get yelled at. So I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah, or you make mistakes and you get pulled.
Yeah.
Because there's
which is even worse.
There's too much riding on every little mistake. And it could be the smallest thing, but if you're in the position I was, where it was like, there's too much riding on the fact that I was playing, that that reputation-wise or politically-wise, like the fact that I was playing, any little mistake is like, there's so much more pressure, so much more meaning behind every mistake that I wasn't allowed to.
And we're gonna take a short commercial, and then I'd like for you to like get more into that and talk more about that, because it's something I bet a lot of people, younger kids, have dealt with. Anyways, I'm your host, Maile Scarpino. This is the Empower Hour, and I'm here with Chele Takara, Shell. We will be back in a few moments. Thanks.
Here's the deal. I'm Jay Fidel. I'm the host of Hawaii, the State of Clean Energy, which is the Energy Policy Forum's program on Wednesday. That's how we call Wednesday Energy Wednesday. We call it Energy Wednesday every Wednesday. Are you surprised? Okay, and we try to get guys like Jim Alberts here from Hawaiian Electric who can tell us what's really going on in energy. We want to be informed. It's so important. It's the most important initiative in our state. Clean energy is major, okay? And that's why we cover it on this show. That's the deal. What do you think, Sharon?
I think that's great. That's why we're here every Wednesday from 4 to 5, and we hope you all join us so we can hear people like Jim coming on our show and co-host Ray Starley from Hawaii Energy.
Okay, Jim, you've been here today. You've seen this. You heard what she said. What do you think?
I think it's a tremendous opportunity for people to come together and talk about the issues. Oftentimes there isn't a good forum to bring these key issues out into the public, and this is a tremendous way to go about it. And the activity of this show is essential to keep talking about energy, because as you said, it's such an essential part of our lives that we need to pay attention to it, and we need to think about the future.
Okay, Ray, your turn.
Well, this is a special time in the history of Hawaii where we're making some pretty radical changes in the way we use energy and generate energy. And this show is the one place you can count on coming to every Wednesday and hearing something about the latest issues that are on the table, being discussed, that will affect us all going forward. So come join us, and if you have some ideas you want to share with us about energy, give us a call and let us know. We'll put you up here and let you talk for an hour. So come see us.
Thanks, Ray. Thanks, Sharon. Thanks, Jim. It's great to be, from ThinkTech's point of view, it's great to have this show. We love the show. It's our most important show. So come around and listen to us 4 to 5 on Wednesday. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Welcome back to the Empower Hour, guys. I'm your host, Maile Scarpino. I am here with Chele Takara. We were talking about sports in high school and just being an athlete and how it can be very stressful. And Chele was sharing with us that her father was actually her coach, and I had no clue about that. So I'm interested in hearing more.
Yeah. So honestly, I wasn't a star athlete. I was one of those people. I played a lot of sports. I did softball, soccer, cross country, anything that would get me out of PE, really. But my main sports were softball and basketball. My passion fell under basketball, but my body loved softball more, so I'm told.
Why do you say, how did you know that?
I guess, everyone that I played for, or all my coaches always told me that I naturally could play
the ability for softball.
Like, I didn't take as much thinking, it didn't take as much effort, it came easy, and I pulled around way too much. All my coaches knew me as a goofball, and I loved it though, the rush, everything. But my passion was basketball. I think it's just because I grew up with that influence in my family, with my dad, and my brother loved it.
And Rochelle's a twin. You're an identical twin,
No,
right? No,
fraternal twin.
Fraternal
I have
twin.
a twin brother,
Right.
yeah, who also played multiple sports.
So that's a big influence then.
It definitely is, and my dad started us from when we were young. We were dribbling balls around when we were 3 years old.
Did you feel like you had to do it because it was something in the family, or it really was just
No,
a passion?
it was a passion. It was the love of spending time with my brother and my dad, and to see and hear stories about him and wanting to be just as good, wanting him to be proud. And then he was the coach at our school. So even
I heard you
so.
say, I know I'm cutting you off, sorry,
No,
but I
no.
heard you say like the love for the game and then spending time with your family, and that just made me think, do you see that very often now?
No, like,
I feel like it's missing.
I feel like it is. I feel like the emphasis is more on the future, on like, this is for your future, you're doing this for a reason, you need to do this to get to the end goal. Like,
right,
and
you
this
need
is
to
our end
place
goal.
in this.
Yes.
and do this so
Definitely.
that this coach can see you and get you to college. And there's a way
Yeah.
regardless, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter how good you are, it's just how much you're willing to work. I've seen girls, when I was at Wazoo, there were girls that would come into our program, and I mean, I'm not amazing by any means, but there were girls that did not have basics at all, but they were like 6'5", and so guess what? They get on the court because they're big, and they just have to get up there and put their arms there. I mean, and you can teach that. And so if you're willing and you're able and you're determined, you will get there regardless.
Oh, yeah, you can do anything. And it's honestly being aware of what you're good and what you're not good at. So I know that my skills are limited, and I would work hard at it, but I would only be so good as a natural person who just naturally had it, you know? So what I did was, in high school, coming up, with all the pressure and everything, I was just like, I had to be physically better than everybody else. I'm short, I'm 5'2". Like in Hawaii, yeah, that's no big deal, we're all that short. But on the basketball court, playing mainland teams, playing other teams who do have the height, I had to be faster, I had to be quicker, I had to be stronger than the people my size. Like, yeah, I couldn't compete skill-wise next to the girls on my team because they're a very athletic bunch of girls, and they naturally had all the skill set. But I could beat them to every ball. They couldn't beat me at defense. They couldn't shake me off. I could jump higher than them. I could block them out. Like, I was stronger. I could hold my own. I was scrappy. Like, those little things just kind of push you forward, and that's what made me love the game so much. Is that I had my role. I had the things that I was good at, and that's the things that you want to showcase, you know? Like, it's not just about being that person to make the points, to be the star in the headlines. It's all those little rows that like, you couldn't have done it without that person.
It's the backbone.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of times you only see that as a team member, and that's the thing that's really hard, especially, like, being a libero or a DS. I commend you all out there.
Definitely.
Because you are passing and you are setting up that game, and you don't get enough credit. Because you're setting up for the setter, and if you get that hit, if you get that kill, it's because you made an awesome pass. So in any sport, like in soccer, you think about the score. Yeah, you won like 2-1, but you think about the people that scored the 2 points, but you don't think about the people that prevented all the other points that could have been scored. Same in basketball or volleyball, exactly. And it's unfortunate that it's not recognized that way anymore. I think when you're an athlete, you realize it, and you're in the moment, you realize it, and you're like, wow, this person played an awesome game, and maybe they didn't even score a point or do anything that was like, whoo, superstar, but it's just like they were consistent in there. And like I was saying earlier, like parents especially, I think, focus way too much on
winning or being in the headlines and having the most points and the best stats. Like,
and did you get that from your dad at all, or not really?
No, my dad was actually quite humble. I didn't have the problem with him. The problem was mainly when I was playing with other parents and even my teammates. Like, they didn't recognize the work that I was putting in so that they could score the points. So I think the most rewarding time ever was an important game that we played in maybe states, I believe, and our top scorer just came up to me and was like, we couldn't have won this without you. You stopped the girl that I couldn't have stopped. You held her down, you kept her points low, and that's the reason why we won.
And how did that make you feel?
That was ridiculous. I did not know, like, what? Did you say that?
Because I can imagine that really was, like, uplifting.
Yeah, because you work your butt off the whole season, and you get, I don't know if I can swear, so you get crap thrown at you all the time. Like, and the parents are just like, why is she there? Why is she playing? She can't even make that shot. Like, there's so many people and they don't recognize it at all.
And how did you respond to that with other parents? Did it make you angry? Did it make you feel uncomfortable?
It made me angry. It did make me angry, but I wouldn't like to show it just because I felt like I had to represent my dad and that he put enough faith in me to put me on the team and put me on the court that I need to at least hold my composure. So when I go home, like, you all hell break loose, of course. But as far as that goes, it did a number on my self-esteem and in my confidence. And
so explain that, because something a lot of people wouldn't know, and this is part of the reason why I asked Rochelle to be on the show, is she's extremely shy, and she normally doesn't talk. She manages a large group of people, and when it's like time to get cracking, she'll be like, guys, can you come over here? And our main manager, Rosie, is like, louder, Rochelle, can you, and she's always, you know, very shy, doesn't like to, you're not, yeah, you don't really like to talk, you don't like to bring attention to yourself.
No, I'm that person that sits in the back of the class, like, don't call on me, I'm just here because I need to listen, take my notes, but don't look at me, don't show me any extra attention.
And I came into her life and said, no, you have to be the center, this is your movie. We're all in our own, like, little movie, you're the star of your own movie, of your life,
yeah.
and you gotta take the main role.
Yeah.
You gotta speak up and be your own star.
I think that's why we work out so well, though, because we balance each other out. I know sometimes you should be quiet when you're not.
No, that's really true. I have a tendency to not filter myself.
There are definitely so many times where I need to be, and that's why I think feeling that role in high school was easy for me, and why I am the way I am, because I don't put myself out there. I don't want people to look at me and judge me and say, why is she there? Why she doesn't deserve to? And that's the hugest thing I find fighting nowadays, even in work, like being promoted and being responsible for so many other people, and people maybe older than me, people that have been there longer. It's so much harder to keep that respect and be able to talk to them and tell them what needs to be done.
And how do you do that? Because you do a really good job of that. And I've been learning from you, from watching you.
Yeah, well, I try to remember that, like, it is definitely hard to get feedback whatsoever from anybody. So I think about what I would want when I get it, and it's naturally just to come with me and just to talk to someone, like, hey, you know, I've seen this, and this is how I would like it, and I'm open to just being more open to anything they have to say back to you.
So being open to what your colleagues have to say to you in regards to feedback, or what anybody has to say to you in regards to feedback.
It's in level-headed. I'm always learning. I never know all the answers, and I will never know all the answers. And to know that, hey, people are gonna have their own opinions, they're gonna have better ideas, they're gonna have different perspectives, and to be able to respect that and know that.
But that's kind of contradictory of what you just said earlier, because you said you were worried about, like, people judging you, and I wanted to, like, touch basis on that. Because I feel like on one hand you're worried about people judging you, but then on the same time you're so accepting of people telling you exactly what they think.
I'm very accepting of other people's thoughts. That's why I think, like, me being feared of judgment hinders a lot of the things that I have to do as a leader, and I feel that working for Lululemon has a culture that makes me feel like it's okay. So I'm definitely breaking out of that, but at the same time I think that's why I can listen to other people. It's because, like, I know mine isn't always right. I don't have that overconfidence where I'm like, no, I need to instill this. And that's what I'm learning, is that I do need to have that at certain times. But the fact that I'm not overconfident and I'm not so sure about everything, I definitely can hear and listen to every people's perspective. And if I hear something that's better than mine, like, I'm not afraid to instill that.
And I think that's what's made you a great leader so far, and really helped the team out.
Oh, thanks.
And then I just wanted to commend you too on coming on the show. And do you feel empowered?
I do.
Yes. That's the point of the empower.
You don't even know, behind the scenes, I was freaking out. I found any excuse and every excuse not to come
late, and I was getting very nervous because she was late, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's not coming. And then I, being a doctorate student in psychology, I was like, oh, this is her unconscious trying to not get here and trying to avoid the situation. Don't get mad, Maile. So, but we made it, and we're here, and we've had a great show so far. So
yeah, very empowering. It's very empowering.
Thank you. I'm glad. So, successful empowerment hour. Then.
Definitely.
Empower hour.
I'm on board.
Well, I'm your host, Maile Scarpino, and I was here with Chele Takara here. Shell Bell, Ray. Have a great day, guys, and a great Friday, and I'll see you next week. We have some awesome people coming on the show that I'm really excited about in the next couple weeks. So thank you. Have a good one.